to my channel. If this is your first time here, thanks for dropping in. If you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. I'm Kim with Pink Squirrel Studios, and today I have a kind of a seasonal haul for you. So just stuff that you need to grab this time of year before it's gone. Okay, so I'm gonna get started with the grocery side of this because 2 hauls ago, I complained about these jet puffed marshmallows and how you only got 7 ounces for $1.25. This is the bag that I complained about. I bought 2 of these, and so I said that these used to be in a bigger package for the same price. So I happened to find at this Dollar Tree these. And they didn't have any of the new ones in the smaller packages, they just had these bigger ones. So I was thinking that they were at least 16 ounces. They are not. This is 10 ounces. But still, you got 3 whole extra ounces for your $1.25 than you do this little itty bitty package. So they had 2 of these left, so I grabbed them both. So I'll be stocked with marshmallows for a while, especially after you see this. They also had, and I've never seen them quite this big before, mega drums. These are huge marshmallows. And let's see, how many ounces are these? These are 8 ounces, but like I said, these are huge. These would be perfect for s'mores. Okay, then I also found, and I've never seen this at Dollar Tree before, this brand, Tutto chocolate flavored chips, 5.5 ounces. It's probably got stuff in here that I really wish it didn't have. Let's see. I mean, it could be worse, but it's definitely not super clean. But like I said, it could be worse. Like I said, 5.5 ounces. $1.25, grab 2 of these. These, I was just craving it, so I bought them. I'm not sure if Costco is still the better place to buy these. A lot of people don't like them, but I do. V8 juice, regular 11.5 fluid ounce can, and $1.25. I love these. Okay, what else do we have here? That takes care of that bag. Oh, this. Now, I don't know if anybody's tried these. Let me know. I think the next time I empty it, I think I'm going to try this before I put anything else in it. So, cleans and deodorizes dishwasher cleaner, maximizes machine performance, fights mineral and lime scale deposits, lemon scented to get 6 tablets. I don't know, hopefully it's not something that, you know, ruins your plumbing or something, but like I say, I'm hoping that this will kind of descale the dishwasher. We've got really hard water here, so this would be awesome if this works. And it looks like, so it comes in, I guess you get 6 of these little individually wrapped packages. And this was $1.25, so not bad. Okay, where to go next? Let's see. I also grabbed, now I have some of these, I bought more. These are, they're in the shape of a pumpkin, silicone ice cube trays. These are great for ice cubes. I like the size of these for ice cubes. I've got some of the teeny tiny little ones, and I've got some bigger ones, and I've got all kinds of different shapes. This is a really nice size, I think. The other thing about this, I mean, you can make wax molds with these. You can make, you know, chocolate candies. There's just so many things that you can do with these. So I think I'm going to designate some as, you know, okay, this one will be for wax molds, this one will be for chocolate or other types of candy, and then this one will be for ice cubes. So I have 3 of these now. Okay, and I bought another one of these mesh strainers. I am currently using the ones that I have, but after a while they get harder to clean. So I think the ones that I've got in place now, I have one this size in the kitchen sink, and I have one this size in one of the bathrooms upstairs, because the drain, the little stopper broke, and so I can't use that one. The little stopper that came with it, it's no good. So I needed something so that, like rings or whatever wouldn't go down the drain, and this thing fits perfectly in there. So grabbed another of those. Okay, in the gardening section, I don't think I've ever seen these. These are landscape anchoring stakes. You get 16. These are the super tall ones that they have. So I grabbed a package of these. Then I grabbed a package of the medium-sized ones. You get 20 of these. And then the small ones, you get 24 of. So just for size reference. Hopefully you can see that. I can't see what I'm showing you. But yeah, I thought that was a really good deal. So grab those. And then also these plant clips. And you get, there are 2 sizes in here. Looks like you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the really small ones. Oh wait, no, there's 2 sets of those. So you get 10 of the really small ones, and it looks like 10 of the bigger ones. So maybe you can see. But I thought that was also a good idea. And I'm always having tomato plants, things that tend to get heavy. These are great for that. Okay. So I also, now this was not in the gardening section. This was in the tool bench section. But these gloves seemed way sturdier than the ones that I've seen in the gardening section. And these were $1.25. So I grabbed these. It says heavy duty latex glove. One size fits most. I mean, you can do a lot of things. This is just not only for gardening, but like if you're messing with wood that you might get splinters or whatever. I thought that these were great. So I grabbed these instead of getting more of the gardening gloves. I think these might do a better job. So we'll see. Hopefully nothing pokes through there, but I think these will be really good for that. I also, now this was in the plus section, Miracle Grow indoor plant food spikes for all plants, low maintenance feeding for healthier plants. You get 48 spikes and a little stake to, kind of pre-drill the hole, so to speak. And then on the back, it's got instructions for how to use it. Like if you've got a 3 to 4 inch diameter spike or diameter pot, you need 2 spikes. If you have an 11 to 12 inch diameter pot, you need 6 spikes. And so it tells you the analysis of what's in the plant food. And let's see, it's even got our product guarantee. If for any reason the consumer, are not satisfied, you're entitled to get your money back. So Miracle Grow is, it's a name brand. So what the heck? And I think, where is my receipt? Because like I said, this was in the plus section, and I want to say it was $4. Let's see. Yeah. Miracle Grow plant spikes, 48 count, $4. I don't know if that's a good price or not. It seems like it is, but I could definitely be wrong. But I was there, it was there, so I grabbed it. I have bought the little small clay pots that they have, the little itty bitty ones, and they're adorable. This is the first time I've seen them this size. You get 2 of these, and does it say how big this is? I'm not seeing any dimensions on here, but these are definitely bigger than the ones that I have bought in the past. I'm trying to think of what I could put up here that would be a good size comparison so you could get an idea of the size. Well, maybe I'll find something here in a minute. Oh, I also got this little flower pot hugger. I love these little things. I don't have a bee, so I saw the bee and I grabbed this. Let's see, maybe you can get an idea of the size of these pots. But this side, and I only found these two. It was the last set that I found there. So apparently these sold out pretty fast, and they do have the hole drilled on the bottom, which is really nice. Okay, I also grabbed some seeds. American Seed Wildflower Blend Shade Area, covers 100 square feet. Easy to plant, just apply and water. I love these mixes with the wildflowers. These are so nice. And I know exactly where they're going. Okay, I also bought, these are some of my favorite little white flowers. They call it carpet of snow, and that's what, when they really get going, that's what they look like. It's just a carpet of snow. Love those things. Okay, then I also bought Sweet William. Grabbed these. So these seed packets are 3 for $1.50. That's why I got 3. And then this wildflower, this is for a sunny meadow mixture, and I know where I'm going to put this one too. So grabbed that. I want to get some of these started indoors now so they're ready, you know, by May to put outside. So I also saw these. Now I was surprised because I thought these were probably going to be $3 a piece. These are, let me take one of these out. These are not easy to open. And they're plastic, but they're solar. And this is what they look like lit up. I think they're really nice. Solar hook lantern, $1.25. Great price, and I know it's gonna fit where I want to put it. So I grabbed 4 of them. That will be nice. This, well, actually, I still have the Christmas bulbs that are solar out there right now, and I need to pull those and put these out. So in the floral section, I found these, and I really, really like these. They're all butterflies and different colors, and I liked these. So here's the first one. And then I grabbed this one. I just thought that, and you might not be able to see the sparklies on them, but they do have glitter on them. And does it come off? Not really. I mean, they're just, these are so pretty. I just love them. And then this one in purple. And this one in the gold. These were very picked over, so I wouldn't be surprised if I went back and they were completely gone. In fact, some of these I did get the last color, or the last one of that color. And then this one. I just love these. I think they are so pretty. I really, really like them. Okay, so next I bought, and I'm going to try and just show you, I mention these all the time, but I'm just going to show you what it looks like, you know, like the finished product when I'm done with these things. So I grabbed a bunch of pot holders, and I found some more. I've been looking for the cotton towels to do this, and I found the flour sack ones, and they are 100% cotton too, but they're a little bit thin. I would use those for different things, but for ones that I like to hang over my stove, these are perfect. And I found, let's see, so I got 2 of this style. Really thought those were pretty. And then 2 of this style. And 2 of this style. And then I got They didn't have a lot in the way of pot holders. This one at least will match this one. And so what I do is I just take these and then I sew this to these and put a button on here, and then they hang on the stove from, you know, right up here. So like I said, I'll show you a finished version of what it looks like. In fact, maybe I'll even get these done this week and I can show you those. But then I got a couple sets of these. I can always use, and I cover the pattern side, so it's got to be one, at least I prefer them to be just a solid color. I mean, I could do this side, but I just think it, you know, it gets a little too busy. So I like the ones that are plain on one side so that I can do this. But like I said, I will show you the finished product of what that looks like, hopefully at the end of this video so that you can see. I'll just insert what those look like. But they're really nice. I wanted, like I said, I wanted cotton because the polyester ones, they repel the water, they don't absorb. I don't like those. And these, you know, cotton, I just prefer the cotton. So, and they're pretty. So how can you say no to that? But I was going through some of my towels, and some of them are getting kind of, you know, dingy, and they're a little bit starting to fade, or they might have a stain on them or something. So, you know, part of the spring organization and cleanup and that sort of thing, I thought it's time to replace some of these towels. So that's what I grabbed these for. So I have now, let's see, 6 new towels plus a couple that I got. The last 2 hauls I picked up, or not the last 2 hauls, the 2 hauls prior, like 2 and 3. So I think 2 and 3 hauls ago, I got some of these, and not this particular kind, but they were cotton also. So anyway, now I can replenish my towel supply for not very much money. That will do it for this haul. I really appreciate you hanging in there. If you're still here at the end, thank you so much. Would really appreciate a thumbs up if you would be so kind as to do that. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. Would really, really appreciate the support. This is Kim from Pink Squirrel Studios signing off. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.